Hey everyone, welcome back to another AMAG Asks. Thanks for joining today. I am joined by a friend, a colleague, a partner in Paul Smith, who is the Executive Vice President of Sales at Salient. We're going to spend some time here talking a little bit about the close and strategic nature of our partnership today. Paul and I are lucky enough to chat quite a bit on a daily basis. So excited to extend those conversations out to the broader audience. Paul, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. As you said, we talk with great frequency, so now we're just doing it on camera for other people to see.
That's right. For those of you who don't know you, Paul, maybe just a brief introduction to who you are, what you do, what you're about, both personally and professionally there.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate again the introduction. As you said, I'm the Executive Vice President of Sales for Salient. Been with the company over 11 years now, so most of my life, all of my life in the security space has been with Salient. I have had the opportunity to kind of grow up in this industry and to do so under the leadership of a colleague that you have currently, Chris Miter, who plays an integral piece in this partnership. And for those that don't know, Salient is a US based VMS manufacturer. So I could go into more vivid details about what exactly our product does, but I think the context of this conversation is all about how our two businesses align together, the strategic partnership between them, and certainly if it blends into details about the product or the platform, I'm happy to give more information.
Well, we certainly know I won't be driving that because you're the technical person on the call if it comes to that. So let's start with the thing that you led off with, which I'm incredibly excited about. You mentioned Chris joining our team. I think now I'm approaching 2 years here being at AMAG, and one of the things that I felt when I joined was we did not talk nearly enough about the incredible relationship we have with Salient and the combined product that we represent in CompleteView. So this has been very much a strategic initiative of ours to continue to invest in that relationship, not only simply by messaging it and communicating it out, but also by bringing the right type of people into it so that we can support our collective customers. And so I think this year we're taking another significant step in that direction, really just at both an executive level as well as at a tactical field level. Kind of let's just start with there with your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a relationship that has been around. I think there's been this kind of strategic alignment for approaching 10 years now. But to your point, the last couple of years has really seen a heightening of that. And what you and I are really focused on is we both have sales in our titles, and we manage the folks that are going to execute out on the tactical level. And there's huge collaboration there on the sales side. But I think the real strength of this relationship is it's not merely your typical video access integration. That is certainly a part of it, but that's the very elementary piece of getting two companies to work together. And the way I see it, what AMAG and Salient do well is we take it and we amp that up to the nth degree. So it's a true OEM relationship. Symmetry CompleteView for you guys is branded in a way that is not even really trying to hide the partnership, right? I think that was part of the original idea. And I think it was a really smart one because we get to leverage each other as far as feedback loops, information wise, from potential customers or prospects. And there's an alignment between not just the sales side of things, but also how we go about developing our product, how we go about doing a QA process to be prepared for releases. What does our release cadence look like? How do we make sure that our customers that are out there who believe in both of our products and believe in them working together experience the right working relationship between our two products. So those things don't happen if it's just two APIs that are being exchanged. And I won't go much beyond that from a technical level because I'll embarrass myself and be corrected by people after the fact. But there's a huge amount of dialogue at every single level between our organizations. And I think our customers see that. They feel that in their day to day. They may not know that they're experiencing it, but when there is a shortfall in any one of those departments, they certainly feel it. So I think that it really is pretty critical, and I think it's a strength of our relationship.
It seemed like everyone could integrate with everyone, but no one actually did it. Right. So I was on the integration side, I was selling solutions that could talk to each other. The capabilities were always there. Um, and then you would get to the customer and kind of ask, hey, so, this talks with this, and you actually purchased the integration license. Why aren't you leveraging that?
Yeah.
And the answer would be, oh, we tried, but it broke. There was a version. There was, we upgraded the video version and it broke the access control. And then there was finger pointing between the two different companies and all of that. What I have been really impressed by in sort of my customer visits where we share customers is almost all of them leverage the fully integrated suite.
Yeah.
I think that speaks volumes to the co-development, which you mentioned earlier, that our engineering teams go through, the release process that our engineering teams go through together, our technical leaders who speak as this is it is a product that is tested and meant to truly be integrated, not just if you'd like to, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I see it to this day where products that can speak to each other simply don't. And it can be for a variety of reasons. It can come down to maybe the actual implementation falling short of what the original design was. It can be cost related. A lot of times there are integration fees associated with getting two products to speak to each other. Or the most frequent occurrence, I think, is, well, it worked for a period of time, but to your point, it broke whenever we upgraded one side or the other. So those things happen all the time, and we have products that integrate with other industry products, right? We have other access control partners that we have an integration with, just like AMAG has other video products. But though those situations pop up with far fewer frequency whenever it's the Symmetry platform, it's CompleteView, and those systems just inherently work together because of all the stuff that you don't see, all the preparation stuff, all of the co-development and QA process, the alignment of our release cadence. And then there's a huge end user cost advantage whenever these two products are used in tandem with one another as well. So where there would typically be those integration fees, that's bypassed whenever you use the Symmetry platform and Symmetry CompleteView. So I think what we've tried to create at every single level is as little friction as possible to give the end user the best experience possible between two enterprise level platforms. And the kind of key difference, I would say, from 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago to today is there's a real desire to have it all within a single pane of glass. And that is something that is said frequently, but seen relatively infrequently out in the wild. And I think our customer base benefits greatly from having that experience.
No, yeah, it's absolutely right. And we're going to have a series of these where we actually have our technical leaders come on talking about what to expect in sort of the roadmap, the coming months and quarters, because we'll continue to see, and our customers will continue to see the fruits of our labor from a development perspective. But today was really just about kind of us continuing to message the importance of this partnership, and really the appreciation. I know I speak on behalf of the AMAG team when I thank you, Paul, and the Salient team, because we are one when we're the customer, right? And so we very much appreciate all the support that you give us and you give our mutual customers as well.
Yeah, vice versa. I think we both benefit greatly from it. And at the end of the day, our customers are the ones who make out the best out of anybody. So I think the partnership design, however many years ago it began, has evolved, it's deepened. And I think we're to a point where the sky is the limit with what we can do together. And we're excited about it, like working with you guys. And I think the real benefit of this is the customer feels like they're working with one company, and they have that experience on a day-to-day basis. Makes their life easier, and it's obviously a benefit to both of our companies.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for making the time today, Paul. Um, Great to talk to you. I'll probably be talking to you again in an hour or so on a different call, but all jokes aside, we appreciate it and looking forward to a great year.
Yeah, right back at you. Thanks for the time.